Right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to yoga. Let's go ahead and jump right into class. We're going to get started in a child's pose. So knees can open up, feet can come together. You can stretch those arms a little bit out in front, but feel softness and bend into your elbows. Forehead touching down. We'll just stay for a couple breaths. Finding some full, deep inhales. Full, deep exhales. Just really pay attention to your own breath as I cue. So whenever you inhale next, you can begin to walk your hands towards the right corner of your mat or space. And on your next inhale, go ahead, walk the hands towards the left corner. Your next inhale, hands reaching out back and front, coming up to our tabletop. We'll just take a couple breaths here, shift a little side to side in the hips. You can kind of lift one knee and shin and then the other, finding an easy twist through the lower body. We're going to take this into the upper body. So coming back to tabletop, sweeping our right fingertips up. Thread the needles, so reaching down to our right ear, right shoulder. Temple is on our mat or floor. Left fingertips can walk out in front. Go ahead, bring that left hand back underneath us. Press and open high. Switch out, so sending left fingertips up. Thread the needle, sweeping down to that ear and shoulder. Temple touching the floor, right fingertips can walk forward. Right hand back underneath us. Press to unwind, back to tabletop. Few rounds, cat and cow on our inhale, arching, lifting to the chest. And exhale, curve, rolling through the spine. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. A couple more rounds on your own. Whenever you finish another exhale, return back to your tabletop. Tuck the toes, stretching up and back, taking a down dog. Trying some pulling in the feet. We alternate the heels. Comes towards some stillness. We're going to lift our heels, roll through the spine, towards high plank. Bend the knees, glide and press back into down dog. Again, heels up, rolling forward. Knees bend, glide and press back. One more time, heels up, roll forward. Knees bend, gliding back. We're just going to send that right leg up towards the ceiling. You can bend the knee, take some movement here, maybe rolling the ankle. Maybe draw some circles with the knee, open up the hip. Keep moving in every direction. Stretching that right leg out. Bring that knee through, finding a lunge. Go ahead, tap that back knee down. Fingertips up to that right knee. Sending our left arm up. You can stay right here, reaching high, or lean to the right, finding a side bend. Return hand to the knee. Switch, reaching the right arm up. Stay right here, lifting tall, or lean slightly to the left. And release, bring the hands down. We'll lift that back knee up. Pivot hands and feet to a wide forward fold. Option to bring hands to our low back or interlace and finding a chest expansion. You can release the hands, let the knees bend, chin to chest. We're going to keep the feet wide as we roll all the way up to find a nice wide stance, standing tall. Taking the shoulders up and back a few times. Go ahead, reach the arms straight up. We're going to take a side bend to the right. Your next inhale, reach back up. Take it to the left. Next inhale, reaching back up. Reach the arms out wide to a T. Knees can soften. Try to find a long spine, flat back. Coming all the way down, stretching out the spine. Turning back to the top, step to high plank. From knees or toes, first chaturanga. You can come to cobra or take an up dog. We'll come back to down dog in a full round of breath. Taking all that on the other side. So as we just send that left leg up, find some movement in that leg. Roll the ankle. Take some knee and hip circles. And stretching our left leg up. Find that knee, come through, low lunge. Tapping that back knee down, fingertips, hands to our front leg. Reaching right arm high. Lift tall, stay here, or leaning into the left side bend. Return hand to the knee. We'll switch, sending our left arm high, lift tall, stay here, or lean to the right. And releasing. Lift that back knee. Turn hands and feet to our wide forward fold. Option for chest expansion or just bringing hands behind our low back. Chest expansions can release, knees bend, chin to chest. Keep the feet wide. Again, we're going to roll all the way up to find that wide stance. Take the shoulders up and back. Reaching both arms high, side bend to your left. Next inhale, reach back up and switch to the right. Inhale, reaching back up, arms reach out wide. Find a long spine, knees can be soft, slight bend. Slowly come all the way down, we'll turn to the front. Finding high plank, you can always hold or chaturanga, knees, toes, cobra, or up dog. Find our way back to down dog. Taking a breath. Mirror walk the feet up to our hands, taking a fold, top of our mat in space. Hands to the shins or thighs, long spine, halfway lift. Take a fold. Knees bend, hips drop low, finding our chair, reach the arms high. We're going to see if we can stand all the way up and start to bring your left knee off the floor, so finding a little balance. Maybe kick that heel out a little bit more. Send the left toes back, finding a crescent lunge. Shoulders over hips, reach tall. Open twist, sending our right arm back. Bring the palms together, leaning forward, elbow towards the knee, revolved crescent. Pressing chest away from the thumb. Unwind that twist, reach back up, firm the legs. Open wide, warrior two. Think of your side bend, stretch that right leg, right arm, reverse triangle. And rebend that right knee, extending side angles out and down. Think of that side bend, so arms come all the way towards the ear. One more, press up and reverse triangle, stretch the arm and leg, lift tall. So bend that front knee, cartwheel the hands down, step back, high plank. You can flow a chaturanga, knees, toes, cobra up dog. Working our way back to down dog. Your next breath, feet up to our hands, forward fold. Fingertips to shins or thighs, halfway lift, long back. Fold forward, hips come low, reach up to chair. Start to find your way up, bringing your right knee with you. Stand tall, kick that heel out a little bit more. Right foot steps back, crescent lunge, bring shoulders over hips. Open twist, left arm. Palms come together, leaning forward, elbow towards the knee. Press the chest away from the thumbs. Unwinding that twist, reach up, firming the lower body to open up, warrior two. Left knee, left side stretches, reverse triangle. Rebending our front knee, extend side angle, take that arm all the way overhead. Nice long side bend. Come up, reverse triangle one more, stretch arm and leg. Bend that front knee as our hands cartwheel, step back, high plank. Option to chaturanga, feel free to change up. Cobra or up dog, knees or toes. As we take our down dog in a full breath. Our next breath, we're gonna send our right toes up. This time adding on, bring your knee towards nose, shift forward. Send that right leg up. We're gonna cross towards our left side, keep that foot out. Think of a big side plank. Spin down onto both sides of our feet, reach that left arm high. Press the ground away. Bring that left hand down, squeeze our right knee back in. Stretch the right leg high. Step it through, low lunge. We're gonna inhale, start to lengthen out the legs any amount. Exhale, return to your knee, tapping down to the floor. Big range of motion in the legs. So inhale, take a stretch. Exhale, tap that knee down, chest forward. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, lunge. Two more times. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, lunge. Last time. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, lunge. And then inhale, stretch. Hold here and pause. Back heel can be lifted. It's a lot in the legs. We'll stay for just two more breaths. Soften the legs as much as we need to spin open into our wide forward fold. We'll bend our knees, turn the heels in, toes out. We're going to start to shift into our left leg, stretching out our right side, finding a side lunge. We can reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. And release. We'll shift back to the front. We're gonna step that left foot in and cross that knee behind our right heel, coming all the way down onto our sit bones, keeping our right leg crossed on top. Left leg underneath, so you find your cow face legs. And you're just sitting tall, reach the arms high, roll the fingertips, shoulders behind us, start to lean back on the hands. You can stay right here, opening up the chest. Or pressing the hands, pressing the feet, shift forward. Maybe start to roll up onto that left shin to press the hips forward. A little bit deeper opening. And wherever we are, we're going to counter, gently walk the fingertips out in front, holding towards the legs. As we come back up, we're just going to unwind, step that right foot forward, unwind that left foot, step back, finding a low lunge. We're going to lift up to our high crescent lunge. Airplane the arms, sweep back, head forward. High crescent lunge, reach up. Take one more, airplane the arms. Reach up. We're going to try to come to a balanced airplane. So send the fingertips back, rock forward, float that leg. Squeeze the elbows, shoulder blades together. We're here. Breathe for 5, 4. Back to crescent in 3, 2. Soften back, finding crescent lunge. Reach up. Open twist, sending that right arm back. Palms together, taking our prayer twist. So you can start to spin that back heel down to open up, warrior 2. This time stretching our right side as we reverse triangle. Keeping the legs straight to take triangle. Kick the hips back. Reaching out then down, lighten the fingertips. Left side brings us up, reversing triangle. Bend that right knee, cartwheel the hands down, step back, high plank, option chaturanga. We'll meet back in down dog, taking a breath. Our next inhale, left leg is going to reach up. Now bend that knee to nose, shift forward. Send that left leg up and cross towards our right side like a big side plank. Kick that foot out, spin onto the edges of both feet. Right arm up. Right hand down, squeeze the left knee in, reach that leg back up. Come through, low lunge. We're going to inhale, start to stretch out the leg. Exhale, return, tapping that knee down, hips and chest forward. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, stretch. Taking our lunge 2 more times. Inhale, stretch. And lunge 1 more time. Inhale, stretch. And lunge. Now this time we're going to stretch out and hold. Back heel can stay lifted. Finding length through the legs. And gently readjust to spin open to your wide forward fold. And we'll keep bending our knees, heels and toes out towards the corners. Shifting over to our right to stretch out that left leg, finding side lunge. Hands can stay down to help support, or you can reach that left arm up. Then we'll release, turning back to the front. As we come forward, we'll bend our left knee, tucking that shin behind the right heel. So sitting all the way down with the right leg on top, finding cow face legs. Sitting tall, roll the shoulders back, reach the arms high. Roll and send the fingertips, hands down behind us, lean back, opening the chest. Again, you can stay right where you are, or you can gently rock forward, lifting your hips high. Wherever we are, letting our hips come down, we'll counter, leaning over that top leg, leaning over the left, folding in. Find our way back up. We'll extend the left leg out in front. Just step on that foot to send the right leg back to find our lunge. From here, firm up the legs, take our high press lunge. Use an exhale, airplane the arms. Inhale, reach up high. Airplane the arms. Last time, reach the arms up. Find a balance, airplane, rock forward, float the right leg. We're here for 5, 4, 3. Bring that right foot back down in 2. And 1, finding our way back down. Open twist, left arm back. Palms together, elbow towards our knee, chest away. Press that right heel down to spin open, warrior 2. Stretching our left side, reverse triangle. Stay legs stay straight, triangles, out and down. Left fingertips reach gently to the leg. Right side brings us up, reverse triangle. Bend that front knee, cartwheel the hands, step back, high plank. Last chaturanga, come through. We'll meet back in our down dog, hips high. From where we are, walk those feet up to our hands, taking the fold, top of our mat in space. Go ahead, separate those feet about hip width distance or a little bit wider. Heels in, toes out towards the corners. You can start to bend the knees, coming down towards a yogi squat or garland pose. So if the heels don't touch, it might just be because of our Achilles. So you can have the heels off the floor, but the feet and knees can be wide. Maybe you can find a little balance. Hands or elbows can rest on the legs and gently kind of pressing them open. Think of opening over our middle toe. If the heels are down, but we kind of fold and round in, again, we're going to see if we can kind of lift our chest up and out of the hips. And we're going to think about lifting on the insides of our arches so we don't roll inwards. We keep lifting up and out. So less about heels touching and more about opening through both the hips and keeping chest long and lifted. See if you can take about 3 more big breaths on your own. And then those fingertips can touch down. Slowly begin to straighten out the legs. Take those heels out a little bit farther. Just folding. Hands can stay right where they are, or similar to when we're in our child's pose, they can walk a little bit towards that right corner, right side. On the next breath, fingertips can walk a little bit towards the left corner, the left side. Next breath, hands can come back to the center. Gently start to walk our feet in. We're going to take a seat down on top of our shins. So coming onto our shins, hips to heels. From here, we're going to bring the hands to our low back. Just think about squeezing the elbows together, slowly lifting our chin and chest up. If it feels better for the fingertips to reach towards the floor behind us, and then maybe similar to when we were in cow face, engaging both legs and starting to lift the hips off the heels. So finding a little back bend there, or we can stay grounded. Just leaning back slightly, opening up. And slowly righting ourselves back to neutral. We're going to take a second pass. Second time through, if you want to, you can come all the way up onto your knees. Tuck your back toes so that way you have a little extra support. And then you can bring the hands to the low back, squeezing elbows together. Keep the hips pressing forward over the legs. And just leaning back slightly, opening up the chest. Right here is great. If we think a fingertip can reach down towards one heel, keep the other hand at our low back. If we have one hand at our heel, return it and then switch. Bring the other hand towards our heel. Maybe we try for both. We're going to take about 2 more breaths. And bring one hand at a time to low back if we need to. Gently sitting ourselves back up, untuck those toes. As we sit back down, we can bring our hands down. Just tap the tops of our feet into the floor. Finding a little bit of a counterpoint. And gently release, swing the legs out in front of us. We'll gently reach our fingertips forward, legs can be bent or straight. Find an inhale. And exhale, we'll start to take a gentle roll down, just part way. Inhale, sit back up. Exhale, fold over the legs, bent or straight. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, roll. Inhale, tall. And fold 3 more times. Inhale, tall. Take a roll. Inhale, tall. 2 fold, last 2. Inhale, tall. And roll. Inhale, tall. And fold 1 more time. Find our roll. Sit tall. And fold. Sitting tall. This time we're going to continue to come all the way onto our backs. Try to move through each vertebrae. As we come all the way down, we can slide the knees up into our chest. Give a little rock, roll, circle. Coming into figure 4, crossing right ankle over the left thigh. If the legs are coming up towards our chest, for some of us, a little rocking. Might change up the stretch if we need to increase it or decrease. If it adds value to your body, feel free to stretch out that left leg. If it adds more stress or just tightens some other parts of the body, don't worry about it. We'll go ahead and keep this figure 4 shape, but allowing the legs to fall towards the left side so our right foot's going to touch the floor. Knee can gently point towards the ceiling or even use a hand to press it away. Check in with both glutes, see if we're holding. And you can go ahead and let that right knee fall towards the floor, or you can stretch that leg out long in our supine twist, or go ahead and even stack the legs. The next breath or two, legs can gently come back into the center. We'll switch out figure four, crossing left ankle over. Starting here, if a little bit of rocking. And then if it's adding value to the body, free to stretch out that right leg. In this figure four. We'll keep our figure four shape, allowing the legs to fall to the right. So left foot touches down, knee is gently up towards the ceiling, whether using a hand or not. Check in with glutes, hips, if we're kind of holding on. And we can allow that left knee to fall towards the floor, readjust the legs for our twist. And gently, one leg at a time, can bring the legs back into the center. Take a last little final kind of squeeze in, and either you can start to roll a couple times the length of your spine, or roll off to one side, find your way back up. And we're find our way up to approaching curl, so rounding the spine, nose to knees. Take a moment, really allowing our head to be heavy. Begin to stretch out those legs any amount, but take the feet a little bit further apart. Take a generous bend into our knees. See, even if hanging over, we can kind of shrug the shoulders. Feel a little nod of the head, yes. Gently shake it, no. We'll keep our knees soft, chin to chest. We're going to try to roll up in a count of 10. So really slow and keeping your chin in. So here we go from the bottom, rolling up 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Knees can still stay bent. 5, 4, 3. Slowly straightening 2. Top of the head coming up 1 without doing anything else. Just roll the shoulders back a few times. Standing tall. Maybe it helps to add in the arms as an inhale, knees bend, reach up. Exhale, release those arms. Just take 2 more breaths with arms or no. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Great work, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next time.